Hey everyone, want to talk to you today about the new J3NF from Honolulu Pickleball. Now, the J2NF, the J3NF, these are all the same. They've got more acronyms than you can imagine. You got to get a thesaurus to figure out which paddle is which. But what we want to talk about is the notched foam, NF. And so what that means is that they've done something pretty radical with this core. We'll talk about it here in a minute. But before I do that, just quick disclaimer, these paddles were sent to me by Honolulu Pickleball. They have no say in this review, and I am not being compensated for this review, but I do get a discount on this paddle if you choose to buy one. You can use my code, and then I get commission on the back end just to say thanks for helping you make informed decisions on your pickleball paddles. I'm not going to get into all the different models. That would be exhaustive, and I could spend a whole review just going over their different models. We're not going to do that. We're just going to talk about the notched foam model, and I'll explain what that is and what the difference is between this one and the NFC Plus. First, starting, this is carbon fiber. So this is just a carbon fiber layup, and it is a foam core. So what they've done differently with this is it's a notched foam core. So when you look at the x-ray or you look at the picture of this, is you will see notches of the edge foam that is going to come into this paddle, and then the center core foam is sitting inside of that. So we have the notched foam in the core, so that very wide here, and then the softer edges, the things that they're trying to do more dense, like with these paddles, they're trying to get perimeter weighting on them, right? Because they're light in general with what's inside them, and so they get perimeter weighting over here. And what they do is do a different type of density foam on the outside that makes it more dense, widens the sweet spot. Second thing they've done to stabilize this is they put weighted tape. So there's a strip of weighted tape on both sides of this paddle. So this is a way to also stabilize all the way through here, give it more perimeter weighting, which gives these things very high twist weight. What they've done in the handle, a little bit differently, they've got a little bit of a yellow foam that wraps all the way around here, this yellow foam. And then they've got another piece of the same foam from the core here in the handle. To get this perimeter weighting in here, they've done fiberglass strips in the middle of the layup on the face. So it's got carbon fiber. It's got 3 layers of carbon fiber on here, multi-directional, right? They always swap direction to give it more stability, rigidity. But then the fiber strips over here, this gives you more return and more power over here on the edge. So not only does it give you perimeter weighting, it also gives you more pop out here on the edge on a non-sweet spot hit. So that really widens the attack plane of this paddle, and it widens the sweet spot significantly when you can put inside weight that actually gives you something back in return other than just perimeter weighting. Now let's go over some of the other metrics that you guys like. This is below 7 in the twist weight, measuring in the independent sources anywhere from 6.7 to 6.8 on the twist weight. Coming in at like 8.2 ounces, so it is still on the lighter side, and it is very evenly balanced. It is not very head heavy. Spin is up over 2200 on these paddles, so they're not top on the power, the pop, or the spin, but they're in the power category. So they're up in the upper tier above 50 percentile of the power paddles that have been measured. Now, one drawback about the handle is they are not using the hard slats, so this is a softer material. It's still pretty dense, so like you have to push hard on it, but you can still push on it and you can still feel it give a little bit in your hands, but I don't find it unpleasant. That just reduces more of the vibration that's coming out of the hand. And I didn't notice it enough to be like, oh, this is a squishy handle. So it's still plenty of feedback and not unpleasant feedback with the way that the density of this and the softness of this kind of absorbs the shock before it goes into your hand. When I weighted this up, I weighted it up about 8.45, and I was at about 7.25 on the twist weight. So twist weight, you can get way over 7 if you weight it up a little bit. I actually like the 3NF. Even though it's a shorter face, you can really whip this thing at the net. Like I found hands battles, your hands are so fast with this paddle. So if you can get used to the length of it, which it is still only a 16x8, right? So it is a wider, shorter paddle, but because of the long handle here and the way you can do two-ease with it, it really is just, can you get used to a shorter face if you're used to the elongated face? I prefer the Invicta type, elongated type face, which is the 16.5 by 7.5, right? So that's more of the paddle style I like playing with, but I found myself defensively with this ridiculous. And the control with this was ridiculous. Like, you could put the ball wherever you wanted to with this paddle. And high control, very good wrist action and speed at the net, but still plenty of power. So you can get good power out of this, even though it's not elongated. The paddle face and the surface texture grabs the ball well, but with that perimeter weighting and what they've done with it, this is a very performant power paddle. So it's not a slouch, it's not at the bottom of the category, it's right in the middle of the category there for power. The other thing, this is an affordable paddle. This paddle is only $195. You also can get a 10% discount using our code. You can get that in the description below. I want to thank Honolulu Pickleball for sending me this paddle. I want to thank you for giving me some of your time. Hopefully this has been helpful for you to make paddle purchases to get a little bit more information on them. But if you don't like Honolulu Pickleball and you want to try a different brand, try these.